Are you tired of feeling like you're always reacting to your child's behavior? Intentional parenting might just be the answer for you. In this video, we'll explore what intentional parenting is, what it looks like, and how it can benefit both you and your child in the long run. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Carnahan fam. Whether you are looking for some practical tips on discipline, insights on your child's development, or just a little bit of inspiration to help you stay motivated through your parenting journey, you've come to the right place. If you're new here, we are thrilled to have you join our community. If you're already subscribed, thank you for continuing to support our channel and joining our extended family. Today we are going to break down what exactly is intentional parenting and why is it so important for both you and your child. But before we do so, you came here for a reason, and I want to know why. Tell me in the comments below why you want to be an intentional parent, what are your motivations, and what are you hoping to achieve? So let's start the conversation down below. Now, without further ado, let's get started. All right, to start us off, what do we actually mean when we say intentional parenting? Intentional parenting is a style where parents deliberately and consciously choose to raise their child in a specific way. It involves being proactive and purposeful and mindful in how you raise your children and the messages that you're communicating to them, and making deliberate decisions that align with your values and goals that you want for your child's upbringing. Intentional parenting is a parenting approach that encourages parents to actively participate in their child's life, setting healthy boundaries and help them to develop positive habits and behaviors. Okay, that all sounds nice, doesn't it? You may have heard it and said something along the lines of, that's a unicorn, not a mom or a dad, because there isn't anybody that I know that is that perfect. You are absolutely right. Oh, well, half right. There's actually no unicorn, but you're right about that no parent is that perfect. And if you take away anything from this video, I want you to know that intentional parenting is not perfect parenting. It doesn't mean that you're going to get it all right, because I promise you won't. It means that you're trying to consciously be mindful of the way that you're raising your child. Now, when you hear that, do you think to yourself, yeah, I can do that. I can be an intentional parent? Because if so, you're going to love what comes next. All right, number two, what does intentional parenting actually look like? Here are just a few ways that you can practice intentional parenting with your children. Number one, be present. Intentional parents who make an effort to be present and engaged with their children better understand their child's unique strengths and interests and are better able to understand and connect with their child as they are. This means setting aside time for quality interactions, such as playing games, reading books, or simply having conversations with your child. Dedicate focused time to spending with your child each day or week as often as you can, where you can be fully present and engaged with them, putting away distractions like your work or phones. All right, number two, be consistent. Intentional parents follow through with their commitments and expectations. They establish consistent boundaries, rules, family values, and even routines. By being both consistent and intentional in your parenting, you create a stable and predictable environment for your child, which can help them feel safe and supported. Consistency with your parenting shows your child you mean what you say, and that's reliable and predictable for them. That kind of parenting is intentional, well thought out, and one that your child can really lean into and trust. Another way intentional parenting might look is number three, be empathetic. When parents practice empathy toward their children, they can better understand their child's emotional needs and perspectives. This understanding allows them to respond in a way that is supportive, validating, and nurturing, which can help their child feel safe, heard, and understood, even when the parent doesn't agree with the child's behavior. Practicing empathy also allows the parent to be less reactive and more intentional in their responses to their children overall. These are just a few ways of how intentional parenting might look, but by utilizing these practical tips, you can become more intentional in your parenting and ultimately build stronger, healthier relationships with your children. Okay, so now that we know what intentional parenting is and what it looks like, why is it so important and how will it benefit you and your child? When parents are intentional in their parenting, they can create an environment that is supportive, nurturing, and safe for their children, ultimately one where they can thrive. This type of parenting often also ends up helping children develop important life skills such as problem solving, emotional intelligence, resilience, communication, and best of all, understanding healthy relationships. But you don't have to take my word for it. Let's see what the research says. Children who experience responsive and sensitive caregiving are more likely to have secure attachments, which are associated with better social, emotional, and cognitive development. Positive parent-child relationships are associated with better mental health outcomes for both children and parents. And children who experience high levels of warmth, communication, and parent involvement have better academic and behavioral outcomes. I know from personal experience that after having had my second baby and having gone through my own challenges with postpartum depression, I knew I wasn't the person that I wanted to be, the mother I wanted to be, and giving my family the life that I wanted them to live. I also knew that the only person who could change these circumstances ultimately was myself. I needed to be intentional about shaping the life that I wanted for myself and for my children, and it's taken a lot of work, and it continues to be the passion behind every step in our own parenting journey, but it's truly enabled us to have strong relationships with our children, create more meaningful experiences together, and has ultimately improved the quality of life for our entire family. Thank you so much for watching this video today on intentional parenting, what it is, what it looks like, and how it can benefit you and your children. I hope you found it helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and continue the conversation there. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content just like this. And lastly, if you know someone who could benefit from this information in this video, please share it with them. It also helps to support our channel and spread the message of intentional parenting. Thank you again for watching this video, and we will see you again next time. Bye!